Hi there everybody, this is Dave again from Information Media Services, and in this instructional video we are going to quickly go over how to speed up your computer. I know everybody's been there, you're running a few applications, your computer just gets progressively slower and slower. It can happen on any computer. It can happen on a computer with 8 gigs of RAM, 2 gigs of RAM, it doesn't really matter really. So let's look at a few things that you can look for, and then we'll see if we can maybe speed it up a little bit. So here we are on the desktop on my computer. This computer I have is Windows 7. I have 12 gigs of RAM. It's a pretty fast computer, but still it doesn't mean it's not going to be slow sometimes. First thing we're going to want to do is look in the task manager. This is generally where I start for slow computers when I go out on a service call. So let's right click down here. You can right click down in the taskbar down here. I'm going to left click on Start Task Manager. That's going to come up. I'm actually pulling it from my left monitor, that's why it didn't come right up on here. But anyway, so here we are. Here are all the open programs. Make sure show processes from all users is checked off, although there's probably only one user logged into the computer. Anyway, so here we go. Process is 91, which quite frankly, that's a lot of processes, even for Windows 7. I do have a lot of applications running, but it's still pretty fast. As you can see here, 7.25 gigs is quite a bit out of 12. Anyway, what you're going to do is you basically want to organize it by the memory column first. Private working set for Windows 7. For Windows XP is slightly different, but you get the idea. So we're gonna organize it by that, and as I can see, I see Lightroom, which is a file organization, photo organization program. It's got the most, it's using the most memory right now, which is fine. I want it to. But then there's going to be some others. Windows Media Player, which I'm not really using right now. It's taking up quite a bit. Let's end it. Internet Explorer. Basically, you'll want to go through here and just see what's running. And a lot of these, you're not going to know what they are. Most of them. Your best bet, honestly, is to Google them. Just Google the exact, where it says image name or file name. Just Google it and see what it is. You can just put it in Google. There's a lot of websites that can show you what the executables are and if you need them running all the time. So that's the first thing you're going to want to do is try to minimize the processes. Try to get it down to 50 or 60 if you can. So let's close that. Once you do that, hopefully your computer will run a little faster for you, but those processes might automatically start again. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to Start again, and right in the little search area we are going to run something called MS config. Now this is for XP, Windows 7, basically XP and above. So we'll type MS config, hit the enter key, and the system configuration app is going to come up. What we really want to look at is startup, and we want to see what services and applications are starting. As you can see here, I have a decent amount starting here. I actually got rid of a bunch already, but there still are quite a few here. What you can do is, again, a lot of these are self-explanatory. Kobe and Backup is a backup app. I want that to start. Something like Dropbox, maybe I don't want it to start. Adobe Reader and Acrobat Manager, no thanks. Uncheck it. One-on-one Office Drive Manager, nope. You'll want to go through here for yourself. It all depends on your computer and basically see which ones you want to uncheck. So once you uncheck them, you can hit OK. It'll it'll disappear, and what you can do is reboot your computer, and just doing those two things will definitely speed your computer up a little bit. The last thing we're going to do is look at the disk defrag. So you can go down to Start, and you can type defrag in here in the little search window, and we're going to go to disk defragmenter. Basically what happens is the more you use your computer, the more your files get basically fragmented, meaning you might have a Word document, but that Word document might actually be saved in different parts of your hard drive. So when you open that file, your computer has to go and find every little piece of that file, put it back together, and then render it on your screen. This basically puts them back together. That's what disk defrag does. And this really will speed up your computer, especially if you don't have it on a schedule. So you'll just want to go here to the C drive, and you can analyze your disk first. I'm not going to do it. Once you do analyze disk, it'll basically tell you how much how much fragmentation you have, and from there you can just do defragment disk. It'll take a while. Usually it takes an hour or two a lot of times, but it is definitely worth it. It's one of those things that people don't really do very often, but it's definitely worth it. In my next video, I'm going to show you a few other tools, third-party tools that you can use to speed up your computer. So stay tuned. Thanks for coming.